Hello, everybody.
This will kill one of us.
Yeah, don't aim that at anybody.
I can see the cap starting to bubble out.
Yeah, I see that.
Untwist it. You gotta untwist it a little bit so blow somebody's eye off.
It will kill somebody. It will go straight through someone's skull.
Pretty much, yes. Alright, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Sleepy?
Yeah, I am too. We played about 2 games of Commander.
Yeah.
Magic.
I played one.
Yeah, you played one. We played 2.
Yeah,
But that one went a lot longer than it should have.
It went a lot longer than the other one.
that's what happens with 5 people instead of 3 or 2.
Yeah, it was, or 4. It was a game.
Yeah, also, I didn't try to do anything the whole game. I didn't attack a single person.
Definitely not as bad as whenever you had Dictator Verbos and Austin had Great Pack.
That was pretty bad.
That was awful.
But fun.
We should start back up the magic thing for the channel. Oh yeah, I forgot Jake doesn't like that, so we're not gonna do it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It's just our least viewed videos ever.
You know, whatever.
Right up next to the 4th of July special. Both of those are like neck and neck for like the least amount of views on the channel.
Alright. ELeague.
Yeah, we watched ELeague this weekend.
We watched ELeague.
Friday night.
We all gathered around the campfire.
And did not sing a campfire song. We
did watch ELeague.
We watched ELeague. I gotta say, this is probably the second time I've ever watched Street Fighter ELeague.
Yeah.
And that fight between, I think, like Austin said, it's probably the best fight that we saw all night was the fight between Daigo and Smug.
It was Taquito.
No.
Like the one before the
final.
Yeah,
the one where Smug beat Daigo out.
Yeah, and it was just hard fought, tooth and nail on both ends for the entire fight.
Straight up, that
was awesome.
Really great. I really do hate though of how, whenever it got just down to Smug and Taquito, you know, Smug took the first. No, did Smug take the first game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wiped for the first 3 games and basically eliminated Taquito and knocked him down into the losers bracket, and then Taquito, no mercy, destroyed Smug. He got one. Yeah. He got one game out of it.
Yeah, he got one fight.
He learned his patterns.
Yeah, he did.
And
like
incorrect.
It was. Well, that's what happens in the pros. Is whenever they learn your pattern, they can learn it from just 3 games, and then you're done.
But
that's it.
Sometimes 3 games is too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also thought it was real interesting of how Taquito does the whole thing of he takes out the tape measure and measures. It's just like...
It's one of those things, superstitions, like, well, it has to be exactly this. If it's not exactly that, then I'm going to lose.
Really cool thing that I saw, though, is that they were talking about that pro gamers, have better reaction time than, I think, MLB baseball players.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I
never thought about that before.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, though.
It's
eye, though.
It's not... I mean, it's reflexes.
Hand-eye.
Yeah, it's hand-eye coordination / reflexes, I would say.
Yeah, they have a lot of technology now that they can... They
track the eyes.
Like that was really
eye tracker.
That was what I thought was the coolest thing.
Of watching, it's like
they get a bunch of data, statistics now, and all sorts of things of like telling you, oh yeah, guess what? Our gamer athletes are just about top of the line as your guys' athletes.
I thought the funniest thing was whenever they were showing the replay of Daigo and Taquito, like the first match that we watched, of whenever Daigo got stunned and they had the eye tracker of it just focused on stun. It's just like, oh, you can tell he's upset about that.
They were both eyeing it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, granted, we were too.
Yeah. Like, oh, there goes the and it's like, oh, that's stun.
I love how immediately when we started watching, the first words out of Chase's mouth was, "How much you want to bet first one to get a stun wins."
It was true too.
Very true.
That's how it always goes in Pro League, though.
Yeah.
You get stunned, you lose.
I believe
true.
We were discussing earlier that CSGO is up this Friday night, right?
Yeah.
It's
from Friday night.
Which should be good. I hope. If it's
Saturday night. That's what it is.
Saturday night?
Saturday's the 21st.
No, it's the 22nd.
I thought ELeague was...
I thought Friday was the 20th.
No, make sure.
No, Friday's the 21st.
Say... No, Saturday's the 21st.
Yeah.
What?
See?
There's no way.
Well, that's dumb. It's like, cause, oh, it's always on Friday.
It usually is.
I don't know.
That kind of ruins ELeague for me then.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Because, you know, I have to get up at 4 and go to work after that, and ELeague usually runs till 11 or 12.
Yeah.
I think you left at midnight that night.
I did leave at midnight that night. Just like that I'll leave.
Most nights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake's not a good lover, so Chase has to leave.
I do, yes. That's true story. Neither is
I'm the one who
Austin.
goes to sleep, and Austin stays up with Chase, so I don't know what that says about them.
I don't stay up and do anything except for watch anime. By the way, I stayed up last night and I think I watched 20 episodes of Bleach.
Yeah, you stay up and watch Bleach when you're trying to upload videos.
I saw what time it was and I was like, oh, it's 2:20. Yeah, I guess I'll watch one more episode. Next thing I know, I look at my watch and I'm like, it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I hate that. You remember whenever we used to play Destiny all the time?
Yeah.
And like we'd start at 9 o'clock, and the next thing I realized, I look at the clock and it's 2 a.m. and I'm like, guys, I should probably go to bed.
Jake's sitting in here screaming.
What do you mean?
Miss Kathy had to come in.
Oh God!
Jake, quiet down.
You were. Oh, I remember that one. That one was bad. No, I think one of my favorite moments was whenever me and Tyler. This was I think it was Monday night. You were at home, obviously. And we did the bounty to get the black spindle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably the loudest I've ever yelled at like 10 o'clock at night. My parents were both trying to go to sleep, and it's just, yes! Because we got the black spindle and the ship and everything. And then we got it for you as well.
Yeah. Rookie league around here.
What? Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, you had bad internet then, didn't you?
I still have bad internet, yeah.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, our internet here doesn't let me play Destiny 2. If it did, I'd be playing Destiny 2.
Yeah, but you get to watch 20 episodes of Bleach a night.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, I don't understand how the internet here, I can watch videos like on Crunchyroll and YouTube, just like that, and it's pretty easy and it hardly ever buffers. Can't do anything gaming-wise.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
But then, my internet, whenever I lived with my dad...
It was wired, wasn't it?
No. It was the same way. Well, no, actually, no. Yeah, I think it was wired. But I could do gaming, and that was completely fine. But streaming videos, never.
Yeah.
That never worked.
Probably because it's wired.
Internet's internet. Satellite internet and wired internet should not dictate why you can stream videos and play games.
There's something different about it.
Okay, it's because think about it. It's got a wire running directly from the Xbox to your router to the DSL line. That's a direct connection, whereas if it's satellite, it has to connect it.
It was a direct wire to the router, yeah, and then router to Xbox.
There's some type of correlation between like broadcasting and what is it? What's the other thing called? Streaming.
Yeah.
To back and forth.
Also, go ahead, finish.
Stupid.
That's it.
Also, considering Destiny is straight up an online game, 100%, that has to do with it. Like, I remember whenever I had a data limit of 10 gigs, I'd play Destiny, and I'd use up all the data in, like, just like that. Whereas, I could play GTA 5 and wouldn't even, I'd never get an alert. Like, I would play Destiny for a couple hours and get an alert of, you've used 50% of your data, but I could play twice that amount in GTA and not even get a message. It's just like, well, what in the world?
Oopsie daisies.
Yeah. Those were bad days, because I would always go over the internet limit. Very bad.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that, though. We're not going to talk about my internet addiction.
Those were fun days, though.
That was
Destiny 1.
Yeah. Did you, okay, what was your favorite times of it? Was it pre-Tekken King or post? And when I say pre-Tekken King, I'm talking like House of Wolves DLC, whenever the Prison of Elders and everything came out.
That was pretty fun. I think my favorite, most memorable time of playing Destiny 1 with you guys was right after they came out with the hammer thing. And you were like standing over the edge, and I was like, Jake, there's something really cool down there, check it out. And I popped the hammer, and the hammer has a rush ability, and you could push people really far. And he was a warlock, so I knew if I pushed him off, there was no way he would be able to get back at all.
Also considering I suck at jumping and parkouring.
So I hit him, and he just goes, and he goes, oh no! And he hits the booster and just goes,
just eased
slowly down to his death.
Let's not forget about the one time that I went on vacation with my mom. She had to do something for work, and she took me with her. And the hotel room was set up to where I couldn't put my Xbox to the TV. So we went and bought a little TV, which is what we use. Yeah, I still have to this day, and it's what I play games on. And put it in the hotel room so I'd be able to play video games. Because that was the whole point. That was what I was going to do the entire week that we were there, is play video games with Chase and Tyler. And we did Crota's End, and it's the little parkour bit to cheat and get out of the map.
Yeah.
Spent 30 minutes getting me parkoured up to the top of it. Like, that was half of the raid.
And he still does it to this day.
Yeah, I still can't remember. Yeah, I could not for the life of me get up there today. Like, no.
That's the good part about being a Titan. Take 2 jumps, you were up there.
Yeah, and I was a Warlock, so I was the second best. And it was so funny because Tyler was like, Jake, I am a hunter. I have the worst jump in the game.
To jump from thing to thing.
Yeah, you're right. Hunter was pretty bad.
It was rough. It was real rough.
It was real easy, though, because we basically had every single exotic in the entire game.
Well,
other than, like, 2 of them at that point.
Between you and Tyler, yes.
Well, me and Tyler, yeah.
I still think one of my favorite moments was whenever I got the supercell, before Tyler, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he walked out of the room and to go to the bathroom or something. You're like, hey, Chase, will you open this exotic engram for me? And you're like, alright, what you want? And he was like, I want supercell. I was like, alright. He walked back in, he had the supercell.
Yeah, he walked out of the room, did not have a Zalo supercell at that point in time. When he walked back in, he had it.
I think that's my favorite gun in Destiny, like the original. What about you?
The original, the Galahorn. You gotta stick to the original, boy.
I still never got it. That was the funniest thing ever. Of Tyler thought one of us got an exotic, or I think Tyler saw it pop up and it said so and so got Galahorn. He was just like, all right, one of you fuckers got the Galahorn, and then you just were like, Tyler, that was you. Was like, what? And he went and checked his thing, and just the loudest, highest pitch scream you could hear. Of just pure joy.
And then the next week they sold it.
And you bought it, and I didn't know about it. Because I don't even think I played that weekend.
Yeah, probably not.
I think I had something going on. I wasn't able to buy the Galahorn. I was so mad.
Right, the next weekend he sold it. It was the most hilarious thing.
And then he never sold it again. Well, he sold it like the day before the Iron Galahorn.
Yeah.
And by that point, it was crap. At that point.
It was not a good one at that point in time.
I will have you know, I never played with anybody in Destiny 1.
Yeah, you didn't have the internet connection too.
And only minorly for a little time frame of maybe a week for Destiny 2.
We'll have to go back to Destiny 1 one day and play.
Nope, no need. Because nope. I had to solo absolutely everything. Soloing strikes, yep, do it. Solo everything.
I feel bad for him. I couldn't have done that. Not at all.
No, I got good at strikes. Let me tell you, I could clear a strike by myself in about 15 minutes if it was the right one. 20 on some, 25. And trust me, that's pretty hard to do.
I'll tell you this: there's one strike on Destiny 2 that they had to straight remove from the rotation, the strike rotation, because it was so hard. The giant eyeball guy, because Void Burn was on for a long, long time.
Oh.
I remember this.
And he shoots a giant beam, and your health just goes
regularly. You die immediately.
Yeah. He one hits you.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they about take in the original Destiny? Didn't they about take the Nexus out of rotation because of the little cheat hide spot?
Yeah, that was funny. You just jump out the map.
Because I noticed we didn't play the Nexus for like 5 ever after that.
He wasn't in the rotation for a while. They almost took what was the guy's name? Tanix.
Tanix. Which one is that one?
What's his name? Tanix.
Which one is that? Which one is it? Is that the?
He's the one on the moon. He's the Kale on the moon. Or the one that's wanting to be a Kale.
Oh,
he's got the Scorch Cannon.
Yeah, you start on the moon and then you go to a ship, yeah.
But then we were like, alright, 2 people with a Celestial Nighthawk shoot him in the head and do 200,000 damage to him. Let's see what happens.
It was, yeah, those were the days.
Me and Tyler both had a Celestial Nighthawk on our hunters. So basically, like the first walker tank, we'd jump up, we'd break one leg, and then we'd 2-shot it.
I remember watching that happen. I was just like blown away, just like,
what has happened here?
What did you guys do?
We win.
And then I will never forget always the plans of when we were either fighting or not in raids because we could never beat Crota's End for the game would glitch out for us. But the fighting the bosses in the prison of it'd be like, okay, Chase, go ahead and pop your bubble. Weapons of light, everyone. Jake, use the truth. I got the Gallhorn, Chase, Dragon's Breath, whatever. And we would just all shoot rockets at the boss after that. That was one of the best things ever.
Eventually we got... Alright, I guess.
Back to the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the ultimate, just our three-man team of just, alright, Weapons of Light, Truth, Dragon's Breath, Gallhorn, Destroy, Wreck.
I never once did the Prison of Elders.
Yeah, it's hard to do by yourself.
We eventually became so OP, though, that I could literally punch one of the bosses to death.
Yeah.
And barely take any damage.
I still think to this day, our most crowning achievement that we ever had in the prison was the one of you had to get Chain Breaker or whatever, or Prison Break, whatever it was. It's the Vex one.
Oh yeah, you had to break the bubble thing.
Yeah, and he would put you in the cage, and you had to break out. And
we didn't know for the longest time that you could kill one of the eyeball guys.
Yeah.
And you could just break it like that.
So I seem to remember you saving. You were the sole survivor with like that much health and hobgoblins and everything right behind you.
Health.
And you broke the cage, and me and Tyler were both dead. We couldn't make it out, and you had a sliver, like someone could have blown on you, and you would have died.
Yeah.
And there were hobgoblins coming up and hydras flying around, and you got out of there and clutched the crap out of that.
We lived. We won that one.
I think that was the one we won.
It was great.
That was one of the best. That's one of my favorite moments of the prison.
Let's not forget our skull loss achievement of actually killing that.
Was I ever?
Yeah, you were with us one time.
Because I remember us failing because we couldn't dismantle one of the mines.
Yeah. We failed a lot because we couldn't dismantle one of the mines.
Yeah. And it'd be like, we would get there and be like, okay, we've got 5 seconds, and we've got about 10 seconds of it. So it's like everyone has to get to the mine immediately. So we would about all have to go together. That
one was about impossible to do with one person. You couldn't do that with one person.
Yeah.
But...
Is that her again?
Yeah. But, like, it was impossible to do it with one person.
Yeah, obviously.
Not do it with one person. But me and Tyler did it with 2 people.
Yeah, you could do it with 2 people. Didn't you knee Skullloss off the edge at one point?
I tried.
Or did you fall? I think you tried to knee him and fell off the edge.
Almost. Right? I was close to kneeing that man off.
One of the best moments ever.
Singer.
And we're back.
Once again.
Sorry about that. Hey, you're not the one that has to edit this. I'm trying to make it easy on myself.
I'm also not one to have done anything Destiny 1, so I can't really talk about anything.
Well, Destiny 2.
Yeah, go ahead.
I played Destiny 2 up until the first expansion, and I haven't played the first, second, or this upcoming one I won't be able to play. So there you go. Still have nothing to talk about except for early access. Well, not early access, but like the first 2-3 weeks of game.
You buy like the special edition?
Yeah, I got the deluxe edition. That includes the first 2 DLCs, not the big one.
I always hated that about Destiny. They're like, alright, you buy this first game. Season pass.
$30.
About $40 more.
40.
Yeah.
It's $40.
Because you don't save any money on it.
It's about $100. Yeah. That's about $100 for everything.
Wasn't the Taken King?
More money, $40.
It was $40. Wasn't it 40? I was like, I seem to remember paying 40.
Guess what? This new one, 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seem to remember paying $40 for the Taken King.
It's a whole new game.
Yeah. Woo.
Well, Taken King was basically Destiny. Basically Destiny 2.
I'm almost done with it. Well, I am sort of done with it because the internet won't let me play it. So, you know.
Destiny 2, it just don't have the right feel to me, you know. Destiny 1 was there. That was where it needed to be.
Yeah, it was a great.
Well, like
story.
In Destiny 2, it's a lot more reliant on having actual people in your game, and I can't solo things anymore. Like doing public events, yeah, I can do a public event to a certain extent. I can never heroic one because trying to heroic with a single player, it's almost completely impossible to do. I've been able to do it a handful of times just to actually get a heroic.
but never finish it. No.
Let's not forget about the loss of our one true leader, our favorite person ever, Cade 6.
He's gonna die in this upcoming.
But for expansion. How long? But for how long?
Oh no, they've confirmed he's dying.
But for how long?
He's dead. He'll stay dead.
But he is a robot man, and they can be resurrected.
That's what I was thinking of. Like, couldn't they just like pull the chip out of his brain?
I'm pretty sure they said that he's dead and he's staying dead.
I say from what Austin's talked about it, they say that he's gone and not coming back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they've said.
They've practically killed their franchise at that point. Because Cade 6 is like my favorite character.
They're just taking their way out.
Yeah,
this is their final. There's a goodbye.
Yeah,
it's like, well,
they need to make Halo 6 is what they need to make. Bungie needs to quit screwing around.
Halo, Bungie doesn't own Halo anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 707, 343. Yeah, I always call it 707 for some reason.
343 has ruined it. By the way, Halo 5 was.
I liked Halo 5. It was fun. Aiming
like it.
A little bit weird.
A lot different from a Halo game.
Different, but it was pretty fun.
Part of the whole Halo thing, though, was being alone, you know, and adding the team to it just made it really weird. I do like how, though, you know, when you do multiplayer, you are a different person instead of like the original ones of there's two Master Chiefs, or I really liked Halo 3 of where player 1 was Chief, player 2 was Arbiter, and then I think 3 and 4 was random elites. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Like, that was something awesome that I liked. And, Halo 4.
ODST2 is what they need.
Oh,
ODST2?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
If they can follow that team and make a second game based off of it, I'd play it. I'd drop money on that.
I think that they could probably do maybe a game of where it's Buck is actually a Spartan at that point, or maybe he goes through becoming a Spartan, because he's a Spartan in Halo 5.
You mean this is when we figure out that Buck is Chief?
Well, they've been in the same scene together, so I don't think that they can be the same person.
That's just Chiefception.
No,
about like in the old game, whenever he takes off his helmet, it's another helmet.
Yeah.
You know what they could do is follow what happened to Jun, because some actual stuff happened with him.
Yeah.
Whenever he protects Dr. Halsey at a fire base, and whenever she's picked up, like she credits her survival being to the
I was about to say, I've read some stuff of like he dies protecting her, of like not long after they leave, not long after the team parts ways, of Banshees start chasing after them and they get away, but June sacrifices himself. I've heard that. I don't know how true it is.
In the actual like story in the books, like whenever Halsey is finally picked up, she gives mention to Jun saving her, basically.
You know,
I don't know what happens, but it'd be cool
to dig out and let especially you and me look at, and Chase, you probably be interested in it too. When Halo Reach, I think it was Halo Reach, was released, part of it they had this little book that was supposed to be Halsey's journal of just her journaling everything.
Yeah, I know
talking about it. But say I've got one of those somewhere. I'll have to see if I can find it. So I wouldn't mind looking back through it now.
That's another one we need to. Granted.
Oh, Reach.
There'd have to be some serious stuff go down for there to be Reach 2.
Yeah.
But they'd have to really make a reach for it, I guess you could say.
Well, see, I think
they could have a story based off of that.
Halo Infinity supposedly taking place on Reach?
Is it?
I don't know.
If it is, then it might be worth playing.
I've seen there's some speculation, because there's a scene, I remember seeing a picture like not long after it was, it's probably been unconfirmed at this point, but before it was, whenever it was just being talked about at E3, they had a picture from Infinite, and is it Infinite or Infinity? It's Infinity, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything from it.
I haven't been too interested in it, but it's a picture from it and a picture from Reach, and they're in a very similar looking location, and it looks very similar.
As long as there's a George's little brother, George, and it's just spelled with a J instead of a G, I'll play it. As long as there's a big guy with a minigun, and whenever he steps on the back of it, the Warthog, it goes.
Well, that wasn't a Warthog that they were on. That was just like a truck, a civilian truck, pretty much, with a flatbed, which I thought that was the coolest thing.
I really think for the entire Halo franchise, the best part about the entire franchise is the story that it tells. So with the upcoming one, if the story's good, it's worth playing. If it's not very good, I'm not gonna pick it up.
I wasn't a fan of Halo 5 though, just the story wise. I don't know.
You know,
I do like Fours wasn't any better. Fours was, oh, guess what? Chief's alive. He's on the
Forerunner planet.
Yeah, he falls on Forerunner planet, and guess what? He finds the leader of the Prometheans, who's also taking over government. And guess what? You go and try to fight him, and grenade.
I was about to say you kill him with a trigger.
That's it. That still to this day doesn't make sense to me.
You killed the leader.
I know, but chronologically compared to 3 and 4.
Yeah.
From like 3 to 4, because at the end of 3, you get to see the ship that he's in crash into Earth.
What?
You know the huge ship that they were in that you escape in from that planet in 3.
Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah, at the very end, the ship that he is in crashes into a lake outside of like the city, and they have a huge funeral for Chief.
I've never seen.
No, that was the because it broke in half. Essentially.
Yeah, it broke in half. And Johnson's half, well, no, not Johnson's half, Arbiter's half made it. Like, I think that's what you're thinking of, Arbiter's half made it to...
no, because Arbiter was already there.
Like, he does his spiel or whatever, but they never found the confirmed body of Chief. That's the thing. They said he was missing in action.
That's trash. Okay.
Because...
His file reads MIA.
Yeah,
4 opens up with saying his file reads MIA.
Yeah. Because, like, that's what it is that the ship breaks in half, and the half that Chief is on, Chief is in, like, the hangar, and Arbiter's, like, at the front, at the helm of the ship.
I tell you who deserves a game. Arbiter.
I would really...
He needs a game.
Well, practically Halo 2 was his game, because I feel like you played as the Arbiter in Halo 2 more than you did as Chief.
At the very end, like, you break out of prison.
You fought him in 1, didn't you?
Who
do you fight Arbiter in?
You don't fight him. Well,
do you not?
There is.
I thought he was
debatable.
I thought he was part of the Prophet thing.
He gets fought in wars.
Yeah, I was about to say, but it's not the same Arbiter. It's a different one.
Yeah, this is true.
Because wars takes place like not long after the war with the Covenant starts. Like it's the first game chronologically. Yeah, Wars is the first game chronologically.
Well,
mind blown. I don't.
Reach. No, Reach is after Wars.
Is it?
Yes. Because see the Spartans, Spartans in Wars, I think they are Spartan 2s, which that's what Chief is. And Reach, they're Spartan 3s, and then 4, they're Spartan 4s.
They just need a bunch of jacked dudes. Just like I'm talking about an army of Georges. Just like
army of Georges.
That's practically what any Spartan is. But yeah, I would like to see an Arbiter game, but like I said, 2 was practically his game because
they need a game where you just get to play as the Prophet the whole time, floating around in your little chairs.
You just get to play as Truth doing Covenant stuff.
Oh no,
death in 3.
I feel like if they did an ODST 2, that they could do really well with it, just because having it a little bit more tooth and nail moments. Because Master Chief, his entire story is he's awesome. He can take on anything. Absolutely everything. He actually does that.
He blew up a cruiser by himself.
But for the ODST team, they struggle tooth and nail.
Especially like there's that scene of them trying to fight with the brute chieftain.
Greatest fight scene.
And there's the one dude sitting there with a shotgun, just like screw it, throws it down and tackles him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean that's
tackle him off a roof.
I don't think he tackles him. I don't think it's off a roof.
Like a second level.
I think onto a second level, and then somebody manages to stab him.
Who is it that the guy? Because it's like, whenever you're first playing ODST, you have to go searching around for stuff, and you find the sniper rifle.
I was about to say, let's not talk. I was about to talk about that. I hated that mission.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think that is a single.
I spent like 4 hours looking for that sniper rifle.
I didn't even know what I was looking for.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I was just like, you go find a part. I was like, what the crap?
You had the little sensor thing.
Yeah, it tells you where to go.
What I did was, I looked on the ground absolutely everywhere. Yeah. I scaved every single piece of the ground. It's like, there's nothing here.
I feel like...
that's 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
I feel like...
We got a couple minutes.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
We do.
I gotta say that the one thing I did not like about ODST is that when you're playing as the rookie, the game is so dark. Like, there were times that I couldn't even see. Like, I had to turn the brightness up on the TV itself.
It made it... To me, it added a lot to the game. And, like, it was... you traveling through the city at night with no one at your side, and you're having to go through it all alone.
Yeah. I liked seeing all the Covenant stuff in the dark. That was really the
there were a lot of hidden stuff in the city, too. Like, there were so many secrets.
Like Easter eggs.
I found one secret, and it told me I found a secret. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a secret. Wait, but I'm near the end of the game. I've only found one. Crap. It was bad.
I'll never forget the day that I finished Halo 3. I finished it before the date thing, because if you finish Halo 3 before a certain time,
you get an achievement for it, don't you?
Yeah, you got an achievement for it.
Yeah.
And I had that achievement.
Pretty awesome.
It was like finished before, and it was on my birthday.
Really?
That I had to finish. It was like May 25th, like 2008ish or something like that.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
I don't know. It's great.
I think I managed to get that achievement too.
I was like, oh my god!
I remember one of my favorite achievements in, I think it's Halo 4. It's like an achievement called Fly By Night or something. And it is, the description for the achievement is, and I quote, if I remember correctly, it's probably a bad butcher quote, but it's like, catch major air with a friend in a warthog on the second mission, I think it's called Reclaimer, at midnight. Or after midnight something. And it's just like, because I remember me and Cody at one point decided we were going to do it on Legendary, and we stayed up real late to do it, and yeah, we called it. We managed to do it one night, and it was really awesome.
Let's not forget about the best thing to happen.
I've got it plugged up.
Oh, you do? Okay, then we're fine.
Well, let's not forget about the best thing to happen to the Halo franchise ever. Grunt birthday party.
That wasn't in the first game, was it?
No.
That was in the second game that they introduced Skulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
But, like, the most fun thing, there's, like, one mission in, like, ODST where a whole, like, pile of grunts just come out of a doorway, and you have a Magnum, so you can just one-hit their head.
Yeah.
And you...
I remember Tyler talking about that, of, like, whenever you and him would play a firefight, that's all you'd hear.
Yeah.
I know, you best believe, I've actually gotten to the point where I judge their move mechanic and like their move system that I can hit the enemy in the head no matter what they're doing. A rolling elite, mid-roll, I can shoot them in the head and like reach in other games. I've got it down.
It was like in MW2, I had everybody's move patterns down. Even like just random people that I could throwing knife people from like millions of yards away just because of how they move.
Once you get it down, it's so easy. Like that's why in
sorry, I didn't know this, but
in Reach, I was a SWAT god because I knew how people moved. I knew every single movement. That if you were doing this certain thing, I could tell what you were going to do, and I'd pop you in the air, pop you on the ground, no matter where you were. One shot would all it take.
I never got that good.
Infected was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was a really good game.
I will say that my favorite version of Infected was Halo 4's, just because they had the really creepy, cool looking elites.
With the energy swords.
Yeah. Well, no, they didn't even have energy swords.
They had their
they had the arm.
There.
Yeah, but it was an energy sword.
Energy arm.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call it.
And then they had two modes. They had the team mode, whereas you start with a shotgun, a magnum, and I think a grenade, and every person goes down, becomes a flood, and it's survival, whoever last man standing. But then there was also another game mode. I can't remember what it was called, but it was free for all essentially. You were all part of one team, but you were by yourself. You know, you couldn't kill anybody else but that one person. And you know, you could start out. I can't remember if you started out with a custom loadout or if you started out with just a assault rifle and a pistol, but I liked it the most because you could keep your armor, like your armor color, like it wouldn't be the green armor.
Yeah.
You had your own armor color, and I thought it was really cool.
In Reach, the infect mode, like if you downloaded like the bonus maps of like people created these infect maps, those were the best. Like by far, they were so much fun because they would make a whole city basically.
Yeah.
And there'd be just one infected, and it's really awesome. It's really fun game modes in Reach. Reach did.
I think that Reach has my favorite Forge map too. Like that's absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely.
That's a big map. Like you've got the hangar up on the away from the land, and you've got the little island, and you've got the Blood Gulch Canyon, and everything.
Do you remember like all of the armor customizations that you could have in 4 as well? I remember me and Tyler had like the hardest to get one.
Yeah, like level 120 or something.
It was like a level 120.
Yeah.
And it was like it looks sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, you can get it rainbow color.
Was that the unicorn one?
Yeah, it was a unicorn one. It was beautiful. We got it.
Man, you
Took
step into a game mode and you see some of those guys and it's like, oh, this is not going to be good.
And then it's me and Tyler and
I remember
Rekos.
Unless if it's SWAT. Even in SWAT, super high levels, they didn't matter.
That was the funniest thing to me of, whenever I first started playing Halo 4 Online, we got in a match with somebody that was like level 98 and I was like level 10. I was like, we're about to get wrecked, and I think we actually ended up doing okay. It's like, just because they've got a high level doesn't mean that they're good.
Yeah.
I learned that really quickly.
That's what I've learned from playing Rainbow Six for the past couple of years. It doesn't matter what level you are. One bullet to the head kills you. So
yeah.
if you're no matter if you're level 200, diamond rank, or platinum rank, you get shot in the head, you are dead.
That's the same thing with Halo. I mean, it doesn't matter how cool your armor looks, it's still one bullet to the head.
That is my game. The only thing I've ever been really good at in shooters, first-person shooters like that, multiplayer, has been if I get one shot to the head, if that's the game mode, I win. I need to get Siege and I need to get good.
You think that? But
Rainbow Six Siege is a hard game. I've never played it, but I've heard him talk about it. It's hard.
I'm pretty good at hitting heads because that's all I aim for in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So I've learned to do that. And with exosuits and stuff like that, and I can still hit headshots with sniper rifles. It's weird. It's definitely a different game.
What's your thought on the Call of Duty 4?
I'm happy.
I mean, WAPS 4, excuse me.
WAPS 4.
I'm happy that we're going back. No exosuits.
Yeah.
I feel like the zombies is going to be good.
When is that supposed to drop?
Same October.
Really?
Everything drops in October, dude. There's so much.
Except for 76. 76 comes out in November.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh. That's not even out yet? I thought that's been out.
RDR2 comes out October. Black Ops 4. Another, like, 2 more RPGs.
I think Destiny's expansion, right?
Yeah, Destiny's expansion and Pokemon.
Oh yeah, let's go Eevee.
Pikachu. Yeah, Pikachu and Eevee.
Man, everything's being dropped this year.
Yeah.
And then 76.
You gotta buy a Switch just to buy the Pikachu game, right?
Probably.
I'm telling you now, whenever I come back for my Christmas vacation for the Army, I might not be staying here, Jake.
Alright, I'm fine with that.
Okay, I'm going somewhere where it has internet so I can play me some Fallout 76.
I'm pretty sure you can play it offline.
No, you can't.
Oh, is it all online?
It's all online.
Or
it's looking like it's going to be all online. Because it's a massive world with just a bunch of players in it.
I thought it was only going to be 2. I thought they had a 2-player story mode as well.
Did they?
I think that's what they said, but
I've got a feeling they might. I feel like they'll pull the plug on that of making it all online all the time.
That's
I don't
the
know.
Fallout way.
Dude, no, like
they can't mess with the Fallout way.
From what I've seen of it, that's the way it needs to be, and it looks and it's going to play awesome. It's incredible.
Battlefield 5 or no, not Battlefield 5. Battlefield. The next Battlefield game looks really, really good too.
I haven't seen anything about it.
It looks really good. Battlefield's always been like my top tier game above Call of Duty. Even.
Really?
Because just the destructible maps are so fun.
Oh yeah.
Like my favorite thing to do in like Battlefield 1 is get like a stick bundle of dynamite and just run in a house and throw it in there and then blow up the entire house.
And I've seen a lot of gameplay of it, and I've seen a few people actually playing it. And just the sniping mechanic in that game, I would absolutely love. If I could run it, I would have it in a heartbeat just because of the sniping mechanic.
You got to see my beautiful shot, the shot of a million shots.
I don't know if I've seen it, but I can visualize it in my mind.
Whenever I spawned in, and I saw a bullet go by, and I was like, got him. I looked over, aimed out into the distance, saw a sniper glare, shot, killed the guy.
That's the one from Battlefield 1, isn't it?
Yeah, Battlefield 1.
And like you legit, like a cross full on across the map.
It was out there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Quick shout out to JC, just because, yeah.
It's a friend of his.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. I guess I can't just pull up comments. I was trying to pull up the comments because if you watched our last podcast, we have discussed that we're probably going to change our name, and yes, we are. I was going to look up some of the comments, see if anybody else might have commented other than Peyton, because Peyton, it's Peyton. Surprised Brennan didn't comment on it.
Yeah, that is really surprising.
Like, I figured Brennan would comment and say something.
Well, the thing is, Peyton probably took his ideas anyway. I mean, like, those were very Brennan-esque remarks, too. Besides, it would be Brennan and the crew instead of Sims and the crew.
Oh, Sims and the boys.
No, Sims and crew, I think. Or boy, I don't know.
I don't remember.
Or go-karts.
That was good.
That was really good.
But no, what are we now? What are we?
Okay, we have officially decided... We didn't make the logo.
It'll be fine.
That's okay.
It'll be fine.
That's okay.
This podcast goes up tomorrow.
That's okay.
It'll be fine.
We'll make it tonight. Yeah. Yeah.
I've got to export the video, so can't really do too much.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I gotta go to work.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Going to work.
After work.
Probably nothing. I'm talking about going back to Austin's.
Okay, we're changing the name of the channel.
Yeah.
We have decided, we have
Channel.
come to a consensus amongst all of us. Don't you dare do it.
I'm not.
You already spit water on me in one podcast.
I'm not. I'm just twisting it for now.
We have come to a consensus that we are going to change our name to Under Controllers. So, we're going to get a new banner. I swear if you shoot me with that. We're going to get a new banner, new logo, logo.
T-shirt design in progress.
We're going to start working on some shirts because I think we mentioned it last podcast of the hard dart. You drive a hard dargan.
Yeah.
We really want to make that a shirt.
If I can get a good picture, man, I gotcha. Don't worry.
You know, we could do like, no, that's my trademark. I was gonna say we could do like the I think it's Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. Yeah, Red Eyes
Dark Metal Dragon.
Black Metal
Darkness
Dragon.
Metal Dragon
Or something like that. Whatever it is.
We'll do the one that I have.
We could talk about that one. But yeah, we're gonna work on that T-shirt. Maybe we'll be able to sell them. Maybe not. Post in the comments if you want us to sell shirts. We'll have to figure out something.
If not, we'll wear them.
Yeah,
we'll
just wear them.
We'll get them and we'll pass them out to a few friends. We could do a giveaway. Because, we probably have to order a certain number
We
of
have
shirts
talked about
anyway.
doing giveaways before.
Yeah.
And we never actually got around to it.
Yep.
So yeah, we can probably actually do that. Give away a free shirt. Something else. I don't know. We'll find something.
Austin's whatnot
and,
smoothie shirt.
Yeah, we could get
thing of Pringles.
And
non-sponsored.
how long
Signed
has
by
this
us.
been in
I don't know. I ate some a while ago. Hope I don't die.
It was a week because Sims was eating them.
Well, I ate week-old Pringles. You will not have to eat week-old Pringles.
Yeah, we'll sign it. We'll sign it. You don't have to. No Pringles in there. We'll sign it and give it to you guys.
Empty Pringle can.
Yeah.
Wow, that sucks. I don't want to.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll figure something out. We'll try and do a giveaway maybe for Austin's Whatnot or shirts for Austin's Whatnot Smoothie. You drive a hard dargan. Maybe we'll make a podcast shirt. Something. We had stuff for the Noble 7 podcast shirt. But we'll have to rework that. But yes, everything will be changed. The Noble 7 podcast will now become the Under Controllers podcast. Yeah, Under Controllers. I want to make sure I said that right. Sorry, I'm very tired. It'll now be the Under Controllers podcast. I'm going to change the name of the playlist and everything. So look for us. We're also going to change the name of Instagram. Still link in the description below.
Yes.
Which we'll have to change the link now.
Okay, we have a lot of work to do.
So we better...
Because we never did it.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, we should. Because we're at 45 minutes.
So. Alright, so everyone, if you liked the video,
click the like button.
Hit that like button and click that little bell.
Hit subscribe.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Come get under the controllers with us.